everyone, it's Paul McElwraith, and I'm with Kirk Earhart, our site pastor at North Park Stratford, and this is our video for the AGM.
Yeah.
So we wanted to hear things that are going on in Stratford, specifically in 2022, and I think you guys had a pretty busy year.
It was so busy, I don't even know exactly when 2022 was. It's been a bit of a blur for sure.
Tell me specifically, because I know that this is something you guys have really seen. Tell me how you've seen families really engage at Stratford over the last year.
It's been crazy. So I actually did some math, which isn't my strong suit, but I checked out some of our numbers. And about May of last year, we were averaging about 65 to 70 people on a regular Sunday morning when I did the average as it. This past 2 months, we've been averaging 105 or up in the last couple months. So we're seeing more and more families come. And a big part of that is even our kids, because we had in October 23 kids on average attending, and this last month we had an average of 47.
Wow.
Like, the numbers are exploding. We're running out of space pretty quick.
That's great news.
Which is awesome.
I was there preaching a couple of months ago, and you have the children and the youth sit with you for the first part of the service.
Yeah.
And I remember being part of that, and all of a sudden halfway through, you dismiss them, and it's like half the congregation goes.
I know, it feels really empty and quiet all of a sudden. It's a little bit disorienting at first.
Well, we're excited about that because, I mean, family ministry is so important and something that I know Stratford's about. But as we've moved through COVID, we know that it's created this new model of the ways that we do church. We're calling it the hybrid model, right? So it's the combination between online viewership and in person. Now, at Fanshawe, we've moved to that, but tell us, Stratford, you guys have moved to that hybrid model too with online.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a huge, important part of our church and even our church growth. A lot of people get nervous about church online, thinking everyone's going to stay home and watch TV at home in their pajamas. But we're finding the opposite. What we're finding is people are watching online and then they come in person because they like what they see and they want to experience it even better. So, we've gotten somewhere around 600 subscribers, 675 I think right now. We are seeing people moving into our church. Every new person in our church watched us online for a few weeks before they came in person. Yeah. So it's been an important part of our ministry.
So it's like the front door. I mean, that's the way that people are getting exposure to Stratford.
Absolutely.
First and foremost.
And my hope with it is that even some of our people at home would even invite their neighbors to watch it online.
Yeah.
So that they feel comfortable, so that they can bring them in person and we can engage. That's my dream.
Yeah, and check it out. If you've never been in a service at Stratford, check it out online and you'll get a bit of an experience of what they do there. Listen, I don't want to harness you too much with questions, but just give us some highlights. What are some highlights of things that have gone on in the past ministry year?
We've had a great year. Some of my personal favorite things is, especially coming out of my years of youth ministry, baptisms are one of my favorite things. Yeah. So we baptized 7 people this past year, which in a small church, that's an exciting number. Yeah. We had 12 children dedications because it's just
so there's your children, your families.
It's blowing up. And then we've also really been working at trying to, how do we impact our community well? So we've been participating in events where we can help the community do something better. So we've been participating in Coldest Night of the Year. We fundraised over $1,200 for them. Yeah. We did a pancake fundraiser because our youth group is going to help serve the city of Niagara this year with an event called Serve, which they were in London last year, right? And they were here in your backyard and helping set this place up as a city and showing them the love of Jesus. Yeah. So we've been doing events in the building with our community. Rake and runs. Some of you who grew up in church, you might have did those when you were younger. Right? Our kids love it, our teens love it, and our neighbors are appreciative.
And Pam, you've got Pam as a fellow staff member there.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful for Pam because she has been a spearhead for a lot of this work. She is very community minded, and she is doing amazing work with our teens, youth, and our whole church on helping us bring the mission of Jesus outside of our own walls into the community.
Right on, right on. Well, listen, we love having Stratford part of our North Park family, and we're looking forward to hearing more about things that are going to happen happen throughout 2023.
Absolutely.
Give us some final thoughts.
Couple final thoughts. Well, like Fanshawe, we've had a big focus around two areas, community and discipleship. So we've been working on trying to build our church community with a lot of potlucks, because you can't have church without food, it feels like. And so we've been doing that a lot, as well as a few other events like skating and hiking together as a church family. But we've also been trying to, in our sense of growing our church, engage with discipleship. So this past year, we launched small groups. We didn't have small groups before, so we launched 5 small groups from scratch. And so we have 4 of them are in person and 1 of them online. And it still has work, it needs to be done, it's still new, but it's growing, and we're excited to see it thrive as a ministry.
Right on.
And final thought is, I just want to say thank you, especially all of you in Fanshawe, because Stratford is not an island to itself. We are one church in 2 locations, and we exist because of your generosity, because of your prayers. God is answering them in the city of Stratford. So thank you, Fanshawe, for your support for the work that we're doing in Stratford.
Right on. Hey, thanks, Kirk.
Thanks, Paul.